One interesting thing that I found today to kind of put into context Cam Robinson's season so far, because he missed the first three games of the season. Uh, he still ranks second in the ACC in tackles per game. He leads Virginia in tackles with 54 on the season, and he is one of only two players in the country with 54 tackles, two or more sacks, and two or more interceptions. It seems like a pretty shut and closed case. Cam Robinson's really good at football.
Yeah, I mean, he's extremely athletic, extremely, he just every week it seems like he makes some kind of big play, but he also makes a lot of the little plays, some of the pressures that he put on JKS to kind of force him to step up in the pocket in this game. They don't go down necessarily as a sack or a tackle for a loss or anything like that, but just making those plays, I think, opens up the defense for everybody else to get pressure on the quarterback. You have to acknowledge the fact that he's a good pass rusher. But then, as he showed at the very end of the game, also capable of dropping into coverage, making interceptions, taking it to the house. In a lot of ways, I'm not the first person to make this comparison, but Ahmad Brooks is somebody that comes to mind. Not exactly the same player. Ahmad Brooks definitely a little bit bigger than Cam is, but just in terms of athleticism, in terms of making plays, and when Kam Robinson jumped on the scene as a freshman and made 12 tackles in a game and tied Ahmad Brooks, it was kind of like that wow moment. And he's had these injuries that he's battled, at the beginning of this season. You could argue that UVA maybe wins the NC State game if he's there. But I mean, he's such a critical part of everything that the defense does for Virginia. And it's just a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's just all over the place. They use him in a lot of different ways. And, he's definitely the best player, probably on the entire roster, but certainly on the UVA defense.
I know that there'll probably be other players with better numbers at the end of the season because he missed three games. But at this point, I don't know if you're an ACC voter, if Virginia kind of keeps up the success that they've been having this year, how you keep them off like first team all ACC. Like no player on defense has made a bigger impact in this conference than Cam Robinson. We've seen the examples. You talk about that NC State game. It is a night and day difference from UVA's defense with Cam Robinson and UVA's defense without Cam Robinson, and just the plays that he's made. I mean, we'll talk about some of the clutch plays his defense has made this season, but he's got two pick sixes on his resume already, and he has a game-winning safety. Show me the other player in the college football that has a game-winning safety, much less two pick sixes on top of that.